For some, success is measured by progress. One step, then another. The journey is hard, but holds its own rewards. For others, only the destination counts. Only one measure of achievement truly matters. Indeed, history is written by the winners. The story continues. The NBA playoffs, round 1.
Some call it the Mecca of basketball. New York City, the scene for tonight's game. 18,000 fans in a chorus here in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And here we are for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is a survival contest, no doubt about it. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, joined by sideline reporter Doris Burke. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
Well, to have a realistic shot at winning this series, they really needed to win Game 3. So now all of a sudden they're looking at the impossible, having to try to win 4 games in a row. But the fans aren't going to give up. They're still rocking this place.
And you know what? It's the old one game at a time Shumaroo now. Shumaroo. They can't win 4 in a row in one night, so they just got to do their part here. Win this one.
Hello YouTube, this is the Sim Basketball Operator bringing you an NBA 2K13 Association commentary. Nice blown dunk by Dion Waiters to start it off, but Kyrie gets the 3. Anyways, we're going against the Brooklyn Nets, who we have a 3-0 lead in this series at this time. So Game 4 is in Brooklyn at their Barclays Center, which is now 2 years old. And this is a interesting task. Brook Lopez got injured in this series. He's the All-NBA first-team center. And it showed as we get some offensive rebounds here in this game. Chris Humphrey started at the 4. He's a good rebounder, followed by Gerald Wallace and Joe Johnson. So they pretty much shifted up a position. And their 6th man, Delonte West, entered the starting lineup. And then Marshawn Brooks gets in on the action. He's their 6th man at this point. Gave them a lot of scoring off the bench, and it was pretty problematic for the Cavaliers. And so now, end of the first quarter already. Pretty close game, 27-26 Brooklyn. Dion Waiters is not going to be able to get a shot off. And so, pretty high scoring. Playing semi-good defense. But we need to step it up. We're the 1 seed. We got to show who's boss. And now here's Dion Waiters. Dunking it again. Dion Waiters took a lot of shots in this game and converted a lot. He's becoming quite an offensive weapon. And I'm surprised he doesn't have the finisher signature skill yet. Now we're going into our main guy. Or one of our main guys, Paul George. He's just posting up on Johnson. Crossing back over. Pulling up for the step back jumper. And now second quarter. Kyrie's going to dump it over to Samuels. He gets the and 1. Samuels got a lot of those garbage baskets, just getting dump offs from our guards, getting offensive rebounds, up and unders. As you can see, Marshawn Brooks takes that one to the rack. Marshawn Brooks is a pretty nice player. We might have a problem in the future, so we might be looking to get a guy like him who may not be that highly rated and therefore not demand such a high contract, because Dion Waiters and Ben McLemore are top-notch prospects. To close out the second quarter, I still haven't been able to get an out-of-bounds alley-oop, but that's okay because we have crawled out to an 8-point lead at the half, 58-50 Cavaliers, and I'll see you guys after the show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs.
So after another abbreviated halftime show, we're coming to the third quarter. Brooklyn Nets is trying to press, they're trying to stay alive, but Kyrie Irving is just slicing that up easily, pushing us up to a 10-point lead. Brooklyn can't afford to lose this game with their backs to the wall. Down 3-0 as Chris Humphries gets a nice dunk in transition. But Chris Humphries is not getting back on defense. None of his teammates help him out, which leads to the Anderson Varejao and 1. He dusts off the shoulders a little bit there. Anderson Varejao's free throw shooting has just gone south this year. I don't know why, but he does manage to hit that one. Now here we go, Samardo out to Mills, Dion Waiters, Chris Joseph, great ball movement as Joseph knocks down the jumper. Got a lot of good ball movement this game. Joe Walls to close out the third quarter, so he can get that bucket. And we are up by 9, so this is looking pretty good, but the Brooklyn Nets aren't put away yet. We're going to chuck it over to Patty Mills, and can he get it off in time? Yes, he can, but it does not go in. Actually had a decent shot. So like I said before, to close out the third quarter, Cavaliers still have pretty much the same lead, just 9 points, and so we're trying to establish some separation in the next quarter. Here's Tyshawn Taylor attacking the paint, getting the floater and one. It's really nice. Tyshawn Taylor's becoming a really good player. He might be our answer for the backup point guard position. Who knows? As you can see, he's going to knock down that free throw. And now we're going to go into Patty Mills. He's going to try to bring it up. Patty Mills struggled this game. As you can see, Tyshawn Taylor just bumps him out of bounds. Now here we go, posting up Tyler Zeller. Zeller had a pretty efficient game today. They're bringing the double team, but Lure showing off the range, hits the 3. Great range for the power forward. He's probably going to stay on our team. And then again, the offensive rebounds were helpful. As you can see, Dominic McGuire's getting the goaltending call after picking up the loose ball. Now Samardo's attacking the paint, getting another and one, which is nice to see. And we just abused Chris Humphries in the post. So Samardo's is not going to be able to convert the and one here. Marshawn Brooks on the break. They're down by 13. He's going to pull up. But no, Kyrie Irving gets the rebound. Up to Paul George, who's going to pull the 3. And he gets it. Great game from Paul George today. Now here we go. Some movement by the Nets leads to Johnson jumper. That gets swatted by Paul George. Now the Cavaliers are out on the fast break. Irving to the right, throwing it up to Ben McLemore. What a finish. As you can see, nice block, which started off this fast break by Paul George. McLemore hustling, picking up the loose ball, kicking it across to Irving, who's got 2 athletic guys to his left. He just throws it up. Ben McLemore goes up. Look how high he gets above the rim, head at the rim, staring at it, and just stuffs it down. Great finish. You can see he's hyped right there. And then looking at the net side of things, there's Jay-Z. He's got his hand in his face. He's unhappy. Nets fans are booing. And this was just our game from then on. We're up to 18 points now. Went on a nice run after that. Here comes Paul George, throwing it down. Just capitalizing on the lack of interior defense by the Brooklyn Nets. As he's just throwing that all over Gerald Wallace. And just really displaying how young our team is, how athletic our team is. And now that gives us a 20-point lead. Here comes Delonte West. Dribbling the ball. Gonna drive to his right. Trying to get something going. Gets off Humphries. A lack of a screen. Joe Johnson for 3. It's too much space, but he's tired. And then we're just going to chuck it up to cherry-picking Paul George as he throws down another dunk. And if you didn't catch that right there, he's shooting 2 for 3 from deep and 8 of 13 from the field. Now we got the backups in. CJ Watson's going to miss that. Another cherry-picking pass to Dion Waiters. Cocks it back and throws it down hard. Look, Nike replay. He didn't even dribble there, but oh well. 40 inches on that vertical. That's very nice. And that's pretty much going to bring this game to a close. It's a pretty quick game. First half went pretty fast, and then we busted open in the fourth quarter. So we go up and win this one 118-97. And solid victory. Unfortunate for the Nets that Brook Lopez got injured. As you see, we're going to just celebrate on their home court like we won the finals, but we didn't. We're pretty much in the same position, advancing to the second round. We swept our first round opponent just like last year. And now let's try to get out and go farther in this playoff run. So yes, we won 118-97. Kyrie Irving is your MVP. And now time to look at some stats. Joe Johnson led the Nets with 19 points on 9 of 21 shooting. But the key stats are how well we defended the three-point line. As you can see, Joe Johnson went 1 for 5. Tyshawn Taylor provided some boosts, as well as Marshawn Brooks. Another key was holding Darren Williams to 3 of 16 and 0 of 6 from deep. And now looking at us, balanced scoring, Paul George 19 points, Smarto Samuel 17 and 7, Dion Waiters 14, Ben McLemore 14, Kyrie Irving 13 points only, 12 assists and 2 turnovers. And Tristan Thompson gave us 10 rebounds. A lot of guys scored 8 points. As you can see, also McGuire had 8 rebounds, Irving with 12 assists. Good defense. Paul George and Ben McLemore each notching 2 blocks. And Dion Waiters and Patty Mills leading us in turnovers. So as you can see, we dominated the stat line. They shot better from the free throw line, but didn't make much of a difference. They shot 2 of 20 from deep. And they had only 7 turnovers, but we capitalized on that. So, pretty solid win. Good victory on the road. Close out our first round. Rest up for the second round, where we will be playing either the Miami Heat or the Chicago Bulls, which is quite a challenge. So yeah, this is a Sim Basketball Operator. More NBA 2K13 association on the way. And I'll try to catch you guys next time.